Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we are doing an action pose of a running and jumping action in which we are looking at the person from this perspective, like from below. So we have some framework all set, but we will just revise that. We'll review it. So that is the curvature of the torso. So the torso in this position is usually bent that way. That is the lower part of the body. Thigh, knee, one leg, large foot. So there's foreshortening. And thigh, knee, and we go back into the foot. Foreshortening again. So that rounds up the torso right there. And the arms, we have options to play around. There's the collar structure, but the head, usually if you're looking at the person from that angle, it's upward and outward. So this guy's looking like this way here, as seen from this particular angle. So we will grab ourselves a pen and see if we can sketch out these some solid framework here for this character or this person. Could be a person, could be a character. Now normally poses that are this extreme and looked at from this dynamic angle, they're used in pop culture media. So you're talking ideally somebody that is nimble, athletic, somebody like, in our estimate, somebody like Spider-Man in this kind of pose. But that doesn't mean that this pose is not depicted at all in other media. So that is the foot way back, the other foot. So dynamic foreshortening in action there. But it's also depicted in ads. So ads which perhaps feature running shoes, perhaps which feature perhaps even movies. So we are keeping consistency in certain things here. So eyes, nose, mouth, right around there, unless it's a masked character, as we mentioned, that Spider-Man is a possible choice for this kind of pose. Now, there can be more foreshortening here. This is very generic. Normally, it could be more dynamic. So we could have the shoulder set come all the way down and land just about here. Chest right around there. And the head right there. With the same implications, so shade under the jaw and chin area there, just to show the shadow. And there's the torso, there's the chest area, ab area, and we can bring the arms into view again in a variety of poses at that foreshortened angle as well. Now what we can do with the arms, there's a whole lot of things there, and there's no limit to how we can play around, but those are two angles at which this can work. So more foreshortened and a little less foreshortened, like brought up. This one is a bigger crunch, I guess, if we bring the frame that down, and the neck becomes less visible at that angle, and chest and the delt area more scrunched. So some subtle differences there. And what we could do with the arms, again, a whole lot of things in this action pose. So we could have, if it's a character like Spider-Man, perhaps some swinging action there, and perhaps have that arm some of you probably guessed where we're going with this. So have that arm perhaps fling some spider webs, or that arm could be thrown right back there. This could be thrown right back here. And we're talking about this framework first, the initial one, and all of those possibilities. With the legs also, a few things could be done differently. So this leg here could be just thrown right back there, so calf, shin, and a bit of the foot showing in that angle still works. And this one, so scrunched inward, and that's another placement for this kind of pose. But really dynamic, really a lot of fun. Please do play around with this. Let us have your recommendations, your comments. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.